Alright guys, this is Cameron at East Rosebud Fly and Tackle. We're going to be tying just a basic chironomid today. This is going to be a great fly for, early season still water, late season still water, kind of just your cooler months that you're going to be fishing, lakes and ponds. Alright guys, to start it off, the hook we're going to be using is just a Kumoto standard scud. Any standard scud hook you've got is really going to work. And our bead, it's going to be a Hareline, Dazzle brass, and pearl white in an 1/8 inch. I like a little oversized bead if you can. I think it gives a little bit better sink rate and a good focal point when those fish are hunting those chironomids making their way up to the surface. Thread we're going to be using today, 70 Denier black UTC. Simple. Start that right behind the bead. Couple wraps, not too far. Snip that. Then for our rib today, it's just going to be a UTC silver wire and small. I like to start that right behind the bead rather than wrapping all the way down and starting it, just so we can avoid some bulk and keep that body real nice and slim. Alright, so once you've got your wire attached there, we're just going to wrap that all the way back to about the middle bend of the hook back here. Farther the better, really, so you can get that good pupa shape. And about there. And from there, we're just going to do some tight wraps. Try not to build up too much bulk, just so you can't see the inside of that hook. Come back one more time. Make sure we got everything covered up. Alright. Then we're just going to start wrapping that wire forward. You're going to want to stop about 1/8 of an inch behind that bead, depending on the size of the hook. We're tying on a size 10 here, so a pretty good size chironomid. Wrap that wire down, give it a couple twists. Alright. Now for what they call the cheeks on this chironomid, we're just going to be using a fluorescent orange Hareline strip Goose Biot. We're going to strip off 2 of those cheeks and tie them in from the tips. So right where that starts to taper down, we're just going to tie it in at a little bit of an angle, like a 45-degree angle or so, on either side of the hook. Get our second one in here. And we're just going to wrap those all the way down. Kind of trap them in there if you can. Alright, now the body for our thorax here is just going to be some Hareline ice dub in a Peacock black. Get a good dubbing noodle going on our thread here. Don't need a ton, but you want it to build up enough to where it's about the same size as that bead there. And we're just going to start wrapping our thorax in. I like to kind of pull down on that dubbing noodle as you go and just tighten it up. And just wrap right behind the bead. Final step in building the body here is we're just going to pull both of those biots forward at a little bit of an angle, kind of catching them at the top of your bead there. I like to hold both of them from the back, trap them both at once there. Do one loose wrap, make sure they're in there good, pull them back, couple wraps in front there. Now we're just going to whip finish. Pop our thread off. And our final step's just going to be trimming these biots, and they're a little tough to get close to the bead. A razor blade works the best, but getting them real close with the scissors works too. Just like that. That's going to be our chironomid.